Right, so let's get live. I think we're all set up. Let's change the camera angle a bit because and you never know what I'm showing on my screen, of course. So let's be careful with that. No passwords, and so you know. All right, let's put in some music because this is way too silent. We have some music here. I hope it's not too loud. Please let me know if it's too loud. We'll ask again in a minute. Alright. Oh, of course, let me share this link here. Oh, sorry, not the link, but the name of the music video. Music. Because I should credit the person who did that. Alright. And then we're going to kick off in a minute. In a second, a minute, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now let's share this link. Why am I not seeing it? There it is. Okay, and now let's share the link to the stream. One, two, three. I think we're set up. Right. Oops. I almost clicked the close button, and we don't want that when we're live streaming. Why doesn't this work? Come on. Yeah. Did it just post it twice? I thought so. Let's delete one. Okay. These intros are so dumb, I know. Just setting up, you know. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Steve. Good afternoon. Okay, the music is not too loud. Let me know if it should be less loud or even a bit more. Okay. Lots of things to do, but let's start with finally doing some repairs here. Okay, here's OBS. Yep. So first things first. We have a defective Raspberry Pi, and it's showing the address because I'm trying to keep this private stuff private, you know. I try to. I hope I do. Alright. This is from Thomas. And Thomas had a problem with the Raspberry Pi that I sent him with the ZXHD. So I really wonder what I did wrong. But anyway, we'll ship him a new one, of course. And I will test out this one later. So he gets a new one. Parts came in, but it happens throughout the whole day, so that's nothing new. Let's put it in an envelope and write on his name, and that's one repair done. Sounds silly, I know. I'm not bothering testing a Raspberry Pi at the moment. Sometimes it happens. Could be anything. Could be a better Raspberry Pi. I don't know. Okay, let's find out his address. Need to know. Okay. What the? That was awful. That sound. What was that? Okay. Oh, here. Some more is coming in, but anyway. So I'm just cutting out his address here, and I will, of course, put a new label on it. But it's when I'm doing the shipping. One done. cotton swabs. Everyone should have them. And that's because this one is empty, you know. Alright. Shipment labels. I won't show them because there could be private information on those as well. Let's see what's in this package here. Dip switches. A lot of them. Cutting bread. Looks like that, you know? It's not the same. Okay, these are no repairs, I know, but I just like opening packages. Who doesn't like opening packages? So, a lot of dip switches. And because these come from China, I always test them. Or actually, my wife tests them nowadays because I do have some dip switches not functioning from time to time, and I really want to make sure they work. Some plastic garbage. This is what I'm doing the whole day. Plastic. You have to do that sometimes yourself, you know. I don't have a cleaner here. I do it myself. So, next package. I think this one is from Dennis. Yes, this one is from Dennis. And this is his Spectranet because it is working, but the RJ45 socket was one of the wrong ones. So I need to replace that. So I will do that. Get rid of the whole package. Okay, I need to unscrew it manually because I left my screwdriver in my daughter's room because we were painting a room throughout the last days and doing more stuff, you know. Right. So I'm opening up this one, and let me show you the secret. This is number 4. So Dylan, if you must know, I only made about 5 until now, and I needed to stop because it took so much time to find the cause of all these issues, you know. Let's unsuck these bolts here because otherwise I can't get a ByteDelight connector out. This is the only way. I've done it before, and let's get a new one. So these ones are the correct ones. Now we wait 90 degrees, we need to get up to 450 degrees. I've got lots of other stuff here. These have been fixed. I showed them in the previous video, so these their spectrums are ready for shipment. Just have to mail the owner. And what is this? This is a ByteDelight, which seems to give problems on the +3, so I have to check it out in a second. What's it really do that? Oh, well, you might think that an RJ45 connector is just an RJ45 connector, but actually many of these connectors have integrated circuits and integrated parts, coils and some other stuff like capacitor, I think. And the ones that are needed on the Spectranet are the ones with the integrated magnetics, as they call them. And it's the same with the Raspberry Pis, by the way, the more expensive ones with the Ethernet socket on the board. There is a story which really happened, it's another story, that with one of the first batches of the Raspberry Pi, maybe issued the Raspberry Pi 3, I don't know, or 2 or 1, I don't know, I have no idea. They made the same mistake, so they used simple RJ45 connectors, but they should have used the mag jack, the magnetic versions. So it took me weeks to find out that this connector is the only one that will work, and it's really hard to find the correct mag jack or magnetic connector because they have different pinouts, because the pins don't go one to one to the pins inside the connector. There are some parts in between, so that's really hard. But I found the correct one. Took a while. Unfortunately, they're still available, but the original one that didn't select it is actually not available anymore. So I'm really happy that I found a substitute for that. It wasn't easy. I think I should have the camera from above, don't you think? But I'm not sure if I can do that. I should be creative for doing that. Come out, come out, come out. It's still a bit stuck. Oh, no, okay. It's out. That went easy. Easier than before. I thought I would have tried. I should open a window, by the way, because I'm hating all the fumes at the moment. You have a fume extractor, but don't get the fumes outside or something, then what's the purpose? Right? Fume extractor. So this is the one and only Mac jack. Oh, the strange thing also is that this one is upside down. It looks upside down, but it's really the correct one. So it's different, but it's not a big deal. Oh, I'm now using lead-free solder, and I hate it. It's really not as easy as leaded solder, but I have to, because in a very short while I will make all my products lead free, so I can get the CE certification, you know. There are not that many persons in the chat at the moment, so I have no idea if anyone will respond to your question. We'll see. 6 people are in, but I'm not sure if they're active. Maybe they're still at work, you know. Sure that it's a short or something else, so I want to know what I'm seeing there. Hey, Stuart. Busted. Busted. Now your manager is thinking, what is he doing? He should be working. So is this a short or is it something else? I can't tell. I need to have another board. I need to, oh, and of course the boards are right next to the camera here. Ah, okay. Where's the board? Here are the boards. Let me check the board. Okay, this might be okay. This is okay. It's okay. Okay. 6 plus me, yes. 7. 7 people are in. Okay, so this is wobbly, but that's because I forgot to solder one point here. Oh. So I'm looking for solder wire lead-free that solders on low temperatures, and it exists, but the problem is that none of my preferred suppliers in Europe actually supplies lead-free solder at low temperatures. So I do wonder if I can obtain it, and if it is safe to use it. Because what reason could there be that they're not delivering it in Europe otherwise? So I wonder. I don't know. course I will test this ByteDelight before sending it out. Oh, and my TNFS server is back up and running because the new laptop fan came in from China. An original fan, brand new from China. Works like a treat. So the machine is now running throughout the whole day. It's not using much power, of course. But still, I'm not sure if I should use a laptop for that. Maybe I should use a desktop or something. Okay, so this one is ready as well. I will do a close up here. So this, let me switch cameras for a bit. And now focus camera, and you can do it. You can do it. Come on. It doesn't want to. It doesn't. It never wants to. If I want to have it zoom, is it on manual? I don't think so. Let me check. I don't think so. Brio, advanced. Oh, it's automatic. Okay, let's do it manually now. Oh, sorry. Huh? Okay, I think it's just too close. Why is it so dark? I don't know. There's enough light here. It's oversaturated. Let's do a reset. Okay, that looks better. Only a bit. Now get away, you. I want to get it sharp. Why is it so hard to get it sharp? Ah, it's sharp enough. You can see what I mean. You can read the text on the plug, you know. All right. Put it back on auto and add some color because I like some more color in my pictures here. Yep. 55%. Good enough. Okay, so this one is for Dennis. I have to do a quick test for that. So for Dennis, yeah, I'm a bit lazy. I'm always moving with my chair. All right, next one. So this is as I told, ByteDelight. And I'm going to check it, but I have to do it on the other side of the room because all the equipment is there. Oh, and you didn't use anti-static material. I wonder if it still lives or not. We'll see. Okay, let's switch again. One of the reasons might just be that the dip switch is not working, because I actually didn't test this board on the +3, but I did test the dip switch, so and both are working fine, so that's not the issue. So one other problem might be one of the diodes that do the ROM select stuff. Let's see if I did something wrong there. Can't see anything wrong here. So I don't know. I should test it. I don't have any clue why it's not working on +3. So I'm going to the other side of the room. I will move the camera a bit and we'll see if it works. Should I zoom in a bit? Maybe? Let's zoom in a bit. Zoom. Zoom. Yep. Okay. Alright. Good afternoon, Jean-Claude. So let's connect some machines here. We have a 12 volt power supply for the +3 power PSU. I forget to put this one back on this tray. Let's first do a test on a Hardican. Okay, this should work. Oh, it doesn't work. Houston, we seem to have a problem. Okay, I do have another ByteDelight here. Let's test that one. So it's not the issue of a +3, it's just the issue of this ByteDelight. I'm curious what part is not working here. So let's swap parts then. That's the most easy way of finding out. Oh. Let's start with one of the oldest parts, which is one of the gal chips. And these are really old, and they're old stock. I can't believe they're new, so most probably they're just blacktopped or something. And of course I did test it, but for some reason this board is not working. So first I'm going to replace that gull and see if that solves the issue. Yeah, it does seem to solve the issue. Okay, let's put it aside and test the gull, which is most probably failing in my own ByteDelight, which I use for testing. Yeah, that one is failing. Damn, gulls! I hate those. Alright, so this is a gal chip. This small chip here, 24 pins, small outline. Dual online package. Alright, of course let's get a new gull then. And these are prepared, so I have all the parts for ByteDelight, programmable parts in one small case. Okay, let's put a new one in and see if that solves the problem here. Does seem to solve the problem. Now connect some floppy drives. I don't think I have a 5-volt power supply here, so I have to get that one. This one is 12. Yeah, that's 12. We will test that in a second. But we need a 5-volt power supply. Alright. Cable's very short, so I will just move this here. That's the easiest at this moment. I'm not going to unroll the cable. I just want to know if it works. Yeah, it works just fine. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Right, so that works. First the port. Let's test it again. So this is my own one, my own interface, but I will test the other one in a second. That's okay. So mine is working properly. Now let's test his with the gull that came from the other working board. So these are easy repairs. You can imagine it's not difficult. This one, of course, was tested before. For some reason, the gal chip decided to nuke itself and be a zombie. Alright, no problem at all. I will just leave it on for now, but I will do that on a +2A because, or should I just use a +3? That's more easy, I think. Let's get a +3. So this is my test +3. And let's connect it on this machine. And of course, we need some different configuration. And another cable. Where do we need the cable? Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Yes. Right. I think this cable will switch to RGB automatically. Make the TV switch automatically. That's what I meant to say. Okay, first let's put the configuration to +3 mode. Let's put in the power supply. It's powered over this moment. And plug it in. Okay, this should do exactly the same as we just tested on the. No, it doesn't switch, so we have to switch manually. And it doesn't work at all. And most probably the cable's not in. No, it's not in. Why for? Okay, let's do it again. And there it is. And the ByteDelight and the original +D only work in 48 UK basic, so user 0 mode. And as you can see, it works just fine. But we'll leave it on for a minute and 10 minutes or something to make sure the chips won't die again. Let's do some basic floppy testing, formatting. Okay, that's running, that's okay. Let's get back. I'm not fast. Hey Dennis, good afternoon. What are you guys talking? What did it replace? I delete room, RJ45 connector. The GAL, yes. I'm not sure if you're working on my SpectraNet yet. Yes, I just did, Dennis. I will test it in a minute so you can see the result. I'm just testing the ByteDelight now that came from, what's the guy called? Let me check. From Will. From Will. Let's put these back. Right. There's just I just have to be a bit fast because I think I got over 20 repairs remaining. If it's not more, I think it's more, maybe 30 or something. And then I have to do 20 SpectraNets, or more even, because I have to send them out tomorrow. I promised people that, so I have to. So expect some more live streaming from this evening and tomorrow, because I have to. And I can use the encouragement. So this is not, this is working just fine. And of course the GAL chips always get warm. There's no reason for fading again. Well, of course, maybe it could have been the power supply from the user, so maybe I can just remind that person that using an original power supply can cause problems. But he says it works fine with other cards, with phases. So this is just fine. It's a bit warm, but let's get it off and test your SpectraNet. Let's test it on this +3. Why not? You know, just have to set some jumper here, and help me not forget to put the jumper back for you, Dennis. I'm going to spam you, Dennis, with the ByteDelight TNFS server. Let me power on the TNFS here. Can you see that what I'm doing? Yeah, you can see. This is my TNFS server. It's showing the temperature because I just put in the new fan, you know. TNFS, it's just one shortcut and it's running. So it's doing its work now. Just have to configure your SpectraNet for that. Right. This one is okay. You can put it in the back to make sure it will not be damaged. This one can go out again. Just have to ask the guy if he's using the original power supply, and this came from, I don't know. Alright. Moment of truth, but I have to configure your SpectraNet first to connect to my TNFS, of course. Which is tnfs.bytedelight.com. I managed to do that. I like it a lot. So it's very funny if you think of what the route is for connecting your SpectraNet to my TNFS server. So the first thing it does is that it will resolve the IP address, of course, by using your DNS server. So most probably the one from your ISP, or maybe the one from Google or something else like OpenDNS or something. Then when it obtains the IP address, it will get to that IP address, and because you're using a subdomain, tnfs.bytedelight.com, so TNFS is the subdomain, my redirection rules in my, how's the file called? I forgot the name. The file on my hosting provider web server redirects your request to my router here downstairs, and when you reach that router it will detect if you're requesting access to port 16384, which Dylan thought of, and when it detects that there is a request on that port specifically, then only on that port it will forward the request to this machine here. And this machine will use the firewall rules in Windows 10 to forward the request to the TNFS server software. So that's the complete route that's going, that's done in a blink of an eye, you know, it's so fast. Okay, TNFS. It's very funny. I like it a lot. Okay, Goliath. Spectronet. So this is working. No problems anymore. No auto boot, so let's do a fs config and make sure that Dennis is getting my Dennis is getting my ByteDelight TNFS server, and it's Dennis already set two addresses on which automatically mount when you power up, which is great. You can automatically mount to one of those services. But I will change one, so I will change file system 0 and I will use tnfs.bytedelight.com. I remember now that when I first used a +2 or +3 keyboard, and really I liked it a lot. The only thing that I was missing are the keywords and so, because I was so used to that. So I will enable auto boot. Sorry Dennis, I will enable auto boot. I know you don't want it, but I will do it anyway. Okay, it's set. It's writing the stuff to the ROM, and now we can reset and see if it works. I still have to finish my TNFS server, but or finish, I will have to make something else than that stupid picture of myself. But it works, you know, it's great. And no problems anymore with connection issues or something, because they were only caused by the connector. That was the only reason. So, but what I will do is I will help the user be able to disable auto boot from this TNFS server. So I will put some menu options in, and maybe I will maybe it's possible to do it from my software. I don't know. So this worked. So your Spectronet is done, Dennis. Another fix. Another fix fixed. Dennis, do you need a cookie? Let me know if you need a cookie. I will add a cookie. I guess you like cookies, don't you? How many cookies should I put in, guys? Tell me. How many cookies should I put in? 1, 2 or more? How many? Let me know. Cookies. Let's see what I missed. I sold over 40 Spectronets already, but oh man, so much work to do here. Hey Mark, good afternoon, man. Rain? Where? Not here, not yet, but it's going to thunder and rain tonight. Yes, that's what I heard. Hey Armando, good afternoon. It's still afternoon here, and it's the same in Portugal, I guess. So it's not night, evening yet. Can the TNFS server be accessed by a normal browser? Not yet, but someone is working a PHP solution for that, Steve, which is great. That's a good solution in the making. All right, two, at least 3. Come on, Paul, that's you, right? Stone Scouser, Paul, right? I'm not mistaken. 2, at least 3. Well, if someone can make a wrapper around it, because of course the Spectronet and the ZX Spectrum itself is quite simple, then that would be cool. I'm not going to add a manual, because what I will do, and I wonder what you think of it, what I will do instead of adding a full manual is just adding a getting started manual, so people can people can read the basic stuff for SpectraNet, and I will put a full manual online on spectranet@bytelight.com, because I don't like the idea of having to update two sources of information all the time, and I guess that throughout next weeks, months, there will be a lot of changes in the manual, a lot of additions and new things and new information, and so I think I will do just that. So I won't do a full manual. I hope you guys liked it. Right. Okay. Then put this aside, we don't need it at the moment. Got a laser. It really works. But I guess you've seen it already. Which side is it showing? That side. Can you see the laser? It's cool. It's a real laser. So don't mess with me. If you mess with me, then I will shoot you. Right. I hope this isn't picked up by the FBI or something, because otherwise SWAT teams will come in a couple of minutes, and I don't like that at all. Okay, let's zoom out, because this is too close, guys. Right, this is better. Okay. What's next? Let me just process the dip switches that came in, because I always do that, because otherwise I will forget, and then I will think, did I get them already or didn't I? And that's just stupid, you know. So that one is processed. Just interested to see the Spectrum access some stuff on as other machines. Yeah. Well, maybe someone will actually create a real browser or something, but don't expect too much of it. I think it should be possible to parse some HTML and make it in something like a readable page on the ZX Spectrum. But you know, it's getting back to Netscape times and so. So I don't expect too much of that. Maybe it would be an idea to just show text. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe that would be an idea. Just show text, no pictures, just text. But we'll see. Getting a lot of spam here in my email. Alright, next one. Vorken and labelen. Oh! Yeah, don't mess with me. Don't knife with me. That's the English translation if you use it from Dutch. Links browser, never heard of that. Links browser, Mosaic browser. Yeah. Well, yesterday there was a documentary about the 90s on RTL Z, which is a Dutch channel with very cool stuff for entrepreneurs and cool documentaries and so. And there was a lot going on about the browser war with Microsoft, with Bill Gates as CEO, and Netscape and some other stuff. And it feels like it's not that long ago, but it's over 20 years ago. So yeah, time flies. Links browser was text only. Okay, I used Telnet. I remember. I think I used some Telnet client. I'm not sure to access web pages. I forgot. It wasn't a browser back then. It was just visiting pages from some text stuff. I don't think I ever used the Links browser, but yeah, very cool things are coming up, guys. Especially all the stuff that Thomas is working on as well. Thomas Cherry Holmes from the US. I think we got a lot of new features in our Spectrums, so it will be cool. Oh, some other stuff came in. Let's move to the side as well. Those are chips for the Harlequin kits. But these ones are not from Farnell or Mouser or something, so I have to test them as well. So that's why I'm putting them on the other side of the room here, because they have to be tested. Some more stuff I have to do, but I don't think I will do that now, is finish cases. So these are just a couple. This is for a couple of days only. Oh man, it's so much work. So these are of course the SpectraNet cases, and you can see it needs a label and it needs LED light guides. And these are lots of Pro 1 cases because they were out of stock. And the same here, so it needs a label in the corner here. This one is a bit strange looking. This one is more normal. This one is what you expect. Still smells a bit like paint because some people already know that these ones are being painted. Coffer, used dial-up, links. Maybe it was links, I'm not sure. I don't think I used it. Oh, and more cases, ZX HD cases. But these are finished, I think. Yeah, these are finished. So these have the label already. This is just overstock. So sometimes I have no cases for one product and I have way too many for another product. That happens. Alright, let's get some real repairs then. Well, let's check out this one. This is a... Is there a computer in it? I don't know. This is a Decatronics case, but I think I promised this to Claire without the computer in it. I have to check that, but if I did or if I didn't, doesn't matter really, because I will check out the computer in it anyway. Let's put this rubber feeder back on here. These are the original ones, and I hope I have 2 more of these. So the case is opened already, so this should be easy. And I'm not sure if I still left a machine in here. I think so, but I'm not sure. Let me check. Oh, of course. This was a ZX81. What do you think? Should I test this one as well at this moment? I would like to do that. It's an issue 1 ZX81 and it needs to be tested, so we can do that. And I need to add a composite video output to this, since I promised that, and it's easy because ZX81, I think it just needs some diode or something. So just say yes or say no. If you want me to do some ZX Spectrums, then I will skip this one. If you want me to do this ZX81 and Decatronics case, then say yes. I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Let me know. I have one eye. Someone says yes. Portugal says yes. 1-0 for Portugal. I prefer Speckies. Yes. Love the ZX81 too. Well, Steve, I never started with a ZX81, but it surprised me how many people started with a ZX81. So I think we cannot skip this. We might have been able to do that if I wouldn't have shown it, but... Okay, let me get the information for the ZX81 video output composite ByteDelight. I have a page of it somewhere, so... Okay, ZX81 composite video mods. Let me share this page with you guys. Okay, so I created this page. If you Google for it, you can find it. ZX81 composite video or something, ByteDelight. So there is a simple transistor modification for ZX81 and ZX80 possible, and for most of these machines this works just great. But let me check. The ZX81 should be equipped with a 2C210E. Yes, because otherwise it could be that the composite video is different or not working. Yep. So we need just 3 parts, and that's easy. First test it without, 2 parts even, without the small resistor. So we need a, in case of the brightness is too high, add resistors. With one ZX81 I needed to use 33 ohms, but I'm not sure if that's a US version or a UK version, so I just have to test it out. So I'm getting a transistor, which is a 2N3904. Everyone should have those in stock. It would be a shame if I don't have any, of course, but I have plenty of those. Way too many. Get out! Get out! It's stuck. So that's one. And of course this page shows the correct pinout of the part as well, which is important, I think. And then 100 ohms. Alright. This is easy. Let's just do this and let's use this picture here. Okay. Oh, you did? You actually had a dedicated one, Steve. Okay, cool. It still surprised me. It really surprised me that so many people started with a black and white computer. Maybe it's my age. I'm still young. I'm 42, so I feel like 24. Right. And as I promised to get this machine out in a working way, I also have to recap the memory expansion. Oh, that's cool. There's a ULA chip as well on this. I never knew that. Did you know that there's a ULA chip in there? I didn't know. So this one here. That one. Never knew that. Cool. This must be rare as well. Although I have plenty of these expansion boards. I also have the issue 1 ZX Spectrum boards, of course. I ordered all the parts that I needed to complete these ones, so they will come in from China. Right. Okay. It's very dirty, so we'll clean it up with some IPA in a minute. But first, let's do the video output modification. And let's hope the board works, because all the chips have been soldered in this one. I hope I'm not doing anything stupid at this moment by pulling these out, but we'll see. So I can move it away. Alright, so I have to get everything out in a minute, but first let's do the modification here. So I have to switch to this screen. Yeah, I can still see what I'm doing. Right. I'm doing exactly the same as I just showed on the picture. Because if this worked last time, then it's just easy to clone it, you know. I wonder how many of these modulators have been manufactured in the past. They're so widely used. Well, I told some people already that in the past I just gave the ZX80s away because no one wanted to pay for them. But throughout the last years, the interest has grown again, and many people just want to refurbish the ZX81, you know. So I'm still a bit surprised from time to time how things can change. Yeah. I'm sure if this is the frustrating lead-free solder again. Maybe I should have just used 2 rolls or something, because I don't need lead-free solder for this, of course. Right, it's one. That's the video input. Not sure if you can see this close what I'm doing, but there's a good photo on the website. Okay, I'm not sure if we. Now, first I'm going to try this modification without the output resistor, and we'll power it on. Oh, stop. Don't do that. Okay. Alright, almost done. And I do expect to be that it's required to add the other resistor, so we'll find it out in a moment. Oh, and the question of course is if I have a power supply that will work. Otherwise I have to create a small cable. Come on. Okay, this must be it. This is connected. Right. So there's the small modification inside the modulator here. But I have to test, of course, if that works. And before doing that, I will just do a couple of small dots here to make sure that I will find the positions of the screws again. So I can remove all the screws and we can test it without anything connected. Then I'm going to find out if I can find the power supply with the correct connector. I think I will use some rivets later on to screw the screws back in, because otherwise they can short the tracks on the board. Right, I can test it on this television here, but I need a adapter cable, so let's just make a small simple adapter cable. It's just 2 minutes work, so why not? Mono plug. This is stereo plug. I said mono. And now some wire. Something I'm not interested in quality at this moment. I just want to have a cable so I can test this. That's one. And something black. Righty. Last week I was able to deliver an order to someone 2 minutes from here, which was cool. And then the day after I got another order from someone else who lives 1 minute from here. So strange sometimes how close or nearby people can live. And sometimes people order from the other side of the world. Alright. So we have a connector which is for the power. This is a bit shorter. Okay. You can hear some Jean-Michel Jarre tunes in the back. Right, now always pay attention with products here on the ZX Spectrum plugs, because the power supply I'm using is a ZX Spectrum 48K power supply. So I know from that it has a sensor negative signal. Otherwise I will blow up this beautiful ZX81. We don't like that. I guess no one wants to see smoke here. I don't. Right, so we have a beautiful connector here. Isn't that cool? Anyway, so next is I'm going to power on that television there, and the power supply. Hard to reach. Where is that on a switch? Yeah, it's booting up. You can call it that, but the televisions sometimes are so slow these days. Okay, so we have composite video output. I don't have a keyboard at this moment. It's DK1X, of course. We're on AV, so that's okay. And let's do a quick final test before actually plugging it in to see if we got a clean 9 volts on the output with the correct polarity. Why not check it, you know? And it's 9 volts with the correct polarity. Okay, cool. So let's see what happens. I always forget which one is power. Power is the most outside one, I guess. Yeah. No picture whatsoever. Not on this television. Okay, let's test it on one of the other ones. Let's move the camera again. Nothing. That's a pity. Let's see if we get 5 volts. Do we have 5 volts? We don't have 5 volts. We have 9 volts. No. It's shorted for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, it's shorted. So there's a short here. Let's check the power supply itself again. Yeah, there's no problem with the power supply. So there's a short on the ZX81 board. That's a pity, because most probably it won't work. Let's see if there's a resistance here, a short, low one between the output and there is a resistance of 1 kilo ohm. Come on. And the output and the 5 volts and input is mega ohms. So I have no idea actually why this is not working. Is there a short in the plug maybe? Nope, it's in mega ohms. This surprised me a lot. What could it be? What could it be? There's no short if I'm measuring this now. Strange, isn't it? There's no short, there's just mega ohms. So what could it be? Let's get that voltage regulator off the board. So I have no idea what's going on here. I really wonder. There's no real reason at this moment. So why is this so stuck? Alright. So what I should want to know is if this regulator is the cause of the issue. To start with, so I want to connect it directly to 9 volts and check what it does. Right. So those holes are clean. Now I want to know if this one is defective, to find out if this was the cause or if it wasn't. So I need some more wires. Of course there are different ways of checking this, but if this wasn't the cause, then there's something else on the board that is causing this problem. Maybe something on the output of the 7805 could be a reason. We'll see. Just want to measure the output of this voltage regulator. So I'm going to get back that adapter cable. So we have the input. Ground. And we're going to measure the output in a minute, or we're going to measure the input as well, of course. We'll get my second multimeter here. So let's wire this up. So we have the ground in the middle, which is the center pin on the 9-volt connector of the power supply for the ZX Spectrum. Yes, this one. and then we have 5 volts, sorry 9 volts on the outside connector. Come on, melt, melt, melt. Yes. Alright. So just a simple test to see if this regulator is functioning. We can do that here, by the way. So let me show you the output. This is ground. This is the input. So I'm measuring the 9 volt input to see if it's getting shorted. So it's disconnected at this moment. Let's see what happens. So we got a 9 volts here. So that's strange. Then there's something on the board. Unfortunately, I guess we get 5 here. Yeah, we got 5 volts. Okay, so the 7805 is just fine. That's a pity. So this will be hard then, because there's some part on the board causing this short here. Let me think. Yeah, it could be anything. Could be anything. Let's see if the capacitors could be a reason. $200 kilo ohms. Don't think that's the reason here. Nope. So what did what was the output capacitance here? 1.5 kilo ohms. It's not that low, so I don't think that's the reason. No, it's just 1.5 kilo ohms. There's no problem here. I don't know. What else could it be? Could it be the plug itself or something? What happens when I plug it in? There should be no short. There should be just an open connection. Yeah, it's in the mega ohms, so that's no strange there's nothing that I didn't expect. Of course, the 7805 is connected at this moment, so let's get it off. We have a real mystery here, guys. What could it be? ByteDelight, yeah, it's a lot of work. I didn't want to do that because I gave this away quite cheaply. So there's no short in the input. Let's check if connections are indeed going where I should expect. That's 1. And this is 2. No problem there. So I wonder what it could be. This moment we have nothing. We don't have. I don't have anything to work on. And I can't see any defective parts at this moment. So what I will do is we'll put on back a different 5 volt regulator and check what happens again. As you can see, this is a used one. I'm cleaning it. See if it's the same. I guess so. So let's solder this in. Let's test again what happens. Still don't see any reason of this problem here. Okay, power is off. Let's measure the input. We should get 9 volts, yeah? Yeah, now we do get 9 volts. So, what the heck? I don't know what happened. Let's connect it to the television there. Yeah. I will switch over in a second. If it works, I will switch over. Yeah, and we got a picture. Alright, I have no idea. I guess it's still the 7805. And as you can see, oh. What happened here? It worked for a second. Oh, it still works. I think it's connection issue, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's just, I think it's a connection issue. Connected up dirty. So okay, we still have too much brightness. So what I will do is I will actually add the 33 ohm solution. As I wrote in the document, and if this works, then I will edit the online document to make sure that it says that it's needed for a European ZX81. So I know that for the future. But to be honest, my wife is calling me because I have to get to dinner. So I have to pause the stream, and I will get back later this evening, I think. I'm almost certain of that. So, sorry for the interruption, but I will be back later and we'll continue the ZX81 repair when I return, and then we'll see. So thank you for watching for now, and see you later guys. Bye!